What's good, everyone? It's your boy Matt here with another NMB Theater vlog. So today I watched Team M, and yeah, I mentioned this like in the last time I watched Team M, but yeah, today is September the 24th, 2024. Yeah, and I decided to watch this one because Karen would be performing in this M show today. So, I don't have a whole lot of remaining chances to go see Karen, so taking every chance I can, especially because she actually now is confirmed not doing the any of the handshakes or online Hanshkai events. So basically, my only chance to see her for good, get my last chance to see her doing fake handshake Hanshkai is the Miyukuri at the handshake events. So at the computer show rather. So yeah, anyway, so today I was ticket number 172, and I was big mad when I saw where I was going to be sitting. When I saw the chart, it showed you, okay, I'm looking at all the numbers, okay, I can't find 172, and then I see, I'm looking, oh, it's in the bottom left corner, and it's in the the separate island is where it is. So it says like 172. The back of the island is what it says on the little chart. So yeah, from 172. But I guess it's like all the random leftover numbers, which is really weird because I got this through the mobile fan club lottery. So I mean, I should have gotten a normal non-shitty Epon ticket, right? So I was big mad when I saw that, and then I was looking for the actual seat, and then I was like, oh wait, okay, so I ended up being in the third row, just behind the girls section, and in front of the Gaijin section, which kind of funny story. I guess there were a few foreign fans who came and got the inbound tickets for today's show, and I saw like two guys go in earlier, and then I thought they were the ones I sat in front of, but actually no, it was like this other couple, it was like this guy and girl. Anyway, the seats were kind of empty. I got in there, not too early, but also not too late. Anyway, so I just turned around and I'm like, hey. Actually, no, they were there for a while, and then they were looking at the chart and looking at the pen light chart and stuff. And okay, I have 4 pen lights. I'll give you like a set of 2. So you guys can each wave 1, or one of you can wave 2 of them. I was like, hey, do you guys want to borrow this? And like, oh no, we're good. I'm like, oh, okay. I turn around. Then I turn around again, and then I'm like, it's your first time you see this? Like, yeah. And then so is it your first time? I'm like, no. But then anyway, I asked them, oh, how did you find out about the show? And they're like, oh, well, actually, our friend told us this. And then I asked, oh, where are you from? And like, oh, we're from Belgium. And I'm like, oh, I know a guy from Belgium. Do you know him? And I said his name, and then they're like, they didn't really give me a response. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm sure maybe. DJ, if you're watching this, if you know a guy and girl from Belgium, apparently they told me they wanted to go see AKB, but because it's the theater's under construction, this is their next best thing. I'm like, okay. Technically, it should have been the first choice, and AKB should have been the second or third or last. Not even don't go to AKB, but yeah, talked to them, yeah, and then I asked, oh, did you guys find a favorite on the chart or whatever? And I think one of them pointed at Wakanya, and one of them pointed at Rapon, which they look the same, so I don't know. I'm like, and I told him, I like it's one. I pointed to Karen, and I pointed to Mew. Yeah, they had no pen lights or any gear goods, so they were just there. So I tried to make their experience better, but oh well. So that was fun. And then for the actual M show. So yeah, actually right from the beginning with Heart Isoge, Karen's actually in front of me for this song. Actually, most of the show really. And kind of looks at me, points at me. But I'm not sure if she was pointing at me and the other gaijins sitting around, or the girls are sitting in front of me, because some of the girls were also waving her pin lights. But anyway, I was in that general direction, so I'll take any res going in my general direction, because I think it's mine. And then so cheering for Karen for the beginning of the show, and then during the intro catchphrase parts where they're introducing themselves, Karen actually decided to go super respond, give a lot of good response, and trying to talk to the random foreigners, because there's a bunch of people from overseas at today's show, and then she tried to talk to them in English, hey, if you're from overseas, but she's speaking Japanese, so they don't know what they're saying. It's is there anyone from overseas? And I was like, yeah, even though I've been living in Japan for 12 years, but I'll play up the gimmick, and then she's like, okay, say Piro. She's trying to get him to talk, but no one's buying. But the other fans are all laughing at him, so it was a funny moment.
ピロピロこと原カレンです。今日は海外の方もいらっしゃ ゃるみたいなので。
Thank you.
Please say ピロピロ。笑ってらっしゃる伝わりました。
So talking about like romantic moments, and so I guess one of the moments was in the beginning during the intros. Mew Wakanya pointed out that Mew that was doing her catchphrase, and he's like a Kimi no Hat, and she was pointing at an Anju fan and trying to fish him. And then Wakanyan's like, "Oh, how'd you feel about your fans getting fished by Mew?" And Anju's like, "Oh, that's fine." Just shrugs like, "Oh, okay, so it's fine, whatever." It was kind of a funny thing. Let's see. Koyodin says her romantic moment is she watches like romance movies with Honopi. Miyoshi said that like her romantic moment is like she'll like look up at the stars at night, and then she'll like wonder like, oh, I wonder if someone else is looking at the stars too, you know, and thinking like, oh, if we're both looking at the stars at the same time, maybe like, you know, it's romantic. That was the first MC. Then we get to the units. Kuritenshi, so I went with Honopi for that one. I don't really like anyone in this group. And then we get the Scannulist Ecole, and again I get the Piro God booking, Kami booking. So I was all excited for this. That was awesome. Again, a Wagamama collection went with Koyorin for that one, and she gave me some good res because I was like the only person waving her pin lights in the Gaijin section. And then for the Ashitaka, I went with Wakanyan for that one. I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, and then we get to the next MC, and it's talking about like, oh, you know, the handshake events are happening soon. So like, what are your ways to like appeal like your handshake, or what's like your Oshi point? It's actually kind of awkward because like Karen's like in the in this like MC group, but obviously she didn't say anything because she's obviously not doing any of the handshake events. Honopi said, you know, her thing is puns, and so they kind of said like, oh, if you come to her handshake or you come talk to her, tell her name and she'll make a pun about your name. So I'm actually somewhat tempted to maybe try that. Rayan says she'll make like a face, like whether it's a cute face or a funny face, to try to like, I don't know, make you laugh. Then we get to the back half of the the main set list, and so it's like my favorite songs here. You know, you got the Sobade Kissu, you got the Yuake Maybe. So you know, enjoyed wave my pin lights during that. This time I actually confirmed that like during like the choreography, they actually do the whole like pointing two fingers at me. But I like to think it was like some meta commentary last time when I saw Karen point two fingers at me. But you know, she was definitely looking at it in our section for most of the show. And again, I'm not sure if she's looking at me or she's looking at the other foreigners or she's looking at the girls in front of me. But you know, it was all right. You know, the rest of the show finished. Seishun no Jump is still a fun, good song. I really like that. During the final wave off part, I forget what it is. Where it's like the Hagase or whatever. Not Hagase, Hagare or whatever. The Hagare, yes. The like the part where like they wave off. If you watch the DMM stream, you'll see when they wave off the fans at the very end of the final show after the encore and everything. And I guess Karen had like a really funny moment where she's like still like trying to like appeal to like the random foreigners at the show, and she's like, "Oh, thank everyone for coming from overseas. Please come again. Don't leave me." just speaking random English. It was kind of funny.
Thank you coming today. Thank you. See you again. And please say with me, Piro Piro. 3, 2, 1, Piro Piro. あ、誰もおらへん。
So anyway, it was a cute little ending for that part, and yeah. And then as for the most important part of the theater show, the Miyakuri, so I prepared something. It was kind of awkward this time. It's the same position as usual, so Karen and Miyu were next to each other, so I didn't really prepare for both of them, but it ended up working out that way anyway. I did have something I wanted to show Miyu, but she didn't really get a chance to look in my area during like other parts of the show. But then anyway, for Karen, I showed her because I'm turning these into like little like mini handshake events, like conversations I want to have because I'm not having the chances. I just wrote a message like, "Hey, I have something to tell you," and it was like, "I quit being a teacher, now I'm a tour guide." And then so she's like, "Oh, what? Really?" Miyu saw that because she's right next to her, and she's also surprised, like, "Wait, what? Really?" So that's fine. And then waved at everyone, because like foreigners are here, so they tried like saying like, "Oh, thank you" in English, Wakanyan and Honopi, said thank you. I pon-poned, Ray-poned. That's all right. And then Koyorin, she's like, "Oh, Mato, thank you." And then I got to do like a thank you for your service salute to her. So that was good. So yeah, overall, a good Team M show. I'm good. I don't know how many times Karn will still be doing them shows, because, you know, I don't know, especially because now, like, yeah, like the 14th anniversary happening in a couple weeks, so the schedule is going to start getting weird probably. So anyway, yeah, hopefully, you know, after the anniversary, well, it's not too early in November. But yeah, I'm gonna try to see Karen as many times as I can until she leaves. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the this Team M show report vlog. Yeah, so I'll be back again on Thursday. It's gonna be a very jam-packed day. I got a dentist appointment. That's not related to this. I got Mara NMB, got Bachi NMB, and we got a Team N show going to see all that things. All like super crazy time. But you know, 'cause I got a lot of favorite members in all those shows, so it's gonna be exciting. But yeah, it's gonna do it for the video. So yeah, like the video, leave a comment. You know, I don't know what the comment is. Just tell me if you're a foreigner. Come to the show. Tell me why you haven't gone to a show yet. Besides, I have not in Japan, or I haven't gone to Japan yet. Come see the show. Buy the special guidance tickets. I recommend it. Yeah, and then yeah, subscribe to the channel, all that shit. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.